Welcome back to another edition of Knowledge Gumbo Conversations, Christmas edition. For all of you who celebrate Merry Christmas, on this Christmas Eve, we are looking at doing something fun and light tonight. But of course, we're going to start out the way we always do. You are smart. You are important. You are loved. You are needed. You are necessary. There are holes in this world and in people's lives that only you can fill. Welcome to this Christmas Eve edition of Knowledge Gumbo Conversations. I do want to throw in a little plug for this upcoming Friday's newsletter. We'll be talking about Ellen England, who is an inventor of the washer wringer. And I'm throwing that out there because there will also be a follow-up video that I'll be throwing in as well in collaboration with a friend of mine. So be on the lookout for that. Today, we're going to talk about 10 of my favorite Christmas movies. I haven't put them in any particular order. They're just, as they came to mind, I wrote down 10. And then we'll have a couple honorable mentions. Okay, let's start off with The Year Without a Santa Claus. I love that. Can't go a holiday season without watching it. There's nothing like the heat miser and his brother and their little dance symbols. As you're probably going to notice, an undercurrent theme in a lot of the movies that I've chosen for this list. I'm a musical kind of person, and I like movies with songs and music in it. But again, the first movie I'm throwing out there is A Year Without a Santa Claus. Number 2, and actually I just watched this movie today, is Scrooge. It's the 1970 version with Albert Finney, and it's the musical version of Scrooge. And some of my favorite songs from that is Scrooge sings a song called I Hate People. And then there's a song, I Like Life. Life Likes Me. And then the other song that I really like that they sing towards the end of the movie is called Thank You Very Much. The next movie is It's a Wonderful Life. Now, I debated putting it on there after finding out how big of a racist Jimmy Stewart was, but I'm not putting any money in his pocket by promoting the movie. At least I don't think so. And there are other people in the movie that would benefit if they are still getting any kind of residuals. But what I love about the movie is kind of what I tell you in the beginning of this is that you don't realize how many people's lives you're affecting. And it doesn't seem like you are, but that ripple effect blesses many other people, whether you know it or not. And that's why I say you are necessary and you are needed, because you are a blessing. And it's not always obvious to you, and it shouldn't have to be. Just know that you have value. The next on the list is it's a combination. I like both versions. The Preacher's Wife with Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington. Again, that's that music angle. But I also really love The Bishop's Wife with David Niven. So I like both versions of that movie. Again, like I said, The Preacher's Wife, because there's no better pure vocal voice of my generation than Whitney Houston. So the next movie, number 5 on this list, like I said, no particular order, but if we're counting movies, the number we're on now is 5. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I'm talking about the original cartoon version. I'm not talking about any of these live versions. I'm not even talking about, that kind of Pixar imagination version. The original cartoon version. Movie number 6 is a newer movie that just came out a few years ago. It's called Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey. If you haven't seen it, it's about a toy maker, and I really think you should check it out. I think you would definitely enjoy it. I love it. I love Forrest Whitaker in it. It's an awesome movie. Movie number 7, Holiday Inn, with Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. And the back and forth in that movie, of course, the dancing of Fred Astaire, the singing of Bing Crosby, all the different holiday songs that are developed for that movie, especially at the end of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. Can't end any better than that. Number 8, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Love Charlie Brown. He has that, him and Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh have that woe is me attitude, but somehow there's always some joy to be had, to be found. There's always some love to be shared. And it also has some underlying Christian themes in it that Charles Schwartz put in it. So, love a Charlie Brown Christmas. Movie number 9, Last Holiday, with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a funny movie. I really enjoy it because, again, it has a theme of you take the limits off yourself. You can do anything you put your mind to. When we have people always saying, well, if money was no object, what would you do? And in this case, the main character has been told she only has so much time to live. So she cashes in her money and she goes to find her a life. And I really enjoy this movie. And number 10, The Best Man Holiday. Gotta love it. The follow-up movie to the original Best Man, friends coming together. You still have some of the drama and the fighting, the cat fighting, which I'm not all that big of a fan of. But the overall themes of family and love and support and being there, and where Christmas is not always a happy season for everyone. You have people that are going through illnesses and different things and experiencing loss in the holiday season. But this is a time for us to be there for our friends, be there for our family, and hopefully they will allow us to be there for them. Because you can't do stuff for people if they're not open to it. But you can extend that branch to them, extend that heart out and say, I'm here. You're not alone. You don't have what you used to have, but you are not alone. You still have support. You still have love. You still have us. We're not trying to take anyone's place, but we are trying to pour some love back into your cup. And as honorable mention, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's It's just, it's just a tickle, funny movie. It never gets old because some movies, the jokes get old and they don't hit the same as you get older. But even though it's a lot of slapstick in here, it's still a very funny movie. And also the movie White Christmas. I like that a lot too. Again, that's my musical leanings. I love those kinds of movies. So let's get to our Christmas edition of Address It or Let It Slide. There we go.
Or let it slide.
There we go. And for this Christmas edition of Address It or Let It Slide, are you one of those people that joins the argument of whether Die Hard or Gremlins are Christmas movies? For me, I let it slide because it's not, in my mind, it's not. It's not worth having the argument. It's not worth having the discussion. These movies happen at Christmas time or in that Christmas time frame, but they're not Christmas movies. And that's where I stand. But let me know in the comments section, Die Hard or Gremlins, either one of them a Christmas movie to you? Let me know below. All right? So as we start to wrap up this Christmas edition of Knowledge Gumbo Conversations, we'll get to our last section with what else don't I know? Okay. Oh, we missing the slide today. There we go. What else don't I know? And so when I was looking up these Christmas movies, because I wanted to make sure, especially for some of the older ones, that I picked the right version of the movie that I was going to talk about, it sent me down a mini rabbit hole of all these favorite Christmas movies. Which one has made the most money of those that have gone into, movie theaters? Because a lot of these and come to find out, the top grossing Christmas movie is Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, the 2018 version. So that's the version, I think it's not quite Pixar, it's Imaginary or something like that version. It's the top grossing Christmas movie of all time. Now, of all the movies out there, I never would have guessed that one at all. And then the next two are the movies from the Home Alone series. So you have Home Alone, the first one is in the second spot, and you have Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, that comes in at number 3. Never would have guessed. I did think about Home Alone, but the Dr. Seuss one, that never would have crossed my mind out of all the Christmas movies out there as being the top grossing one. So that's this week's version of Knowledge Gumbo Conversations. We're going to keep it short because people got to get back to their families, get back to their cooking, get back to wrapping presents past midnight. So that's it for this week's Knowledge Gumbo Conversations. I'd love to hear what are your favorite movies. Please comment down below. What is what are your favorite Christmas movies? Which ones, if you agree with some that were on my list, if you think I left something off, let's have that discussion in the comments below. I'd love to hear which ones really resonated with you. So let me know. If you haven't already, inviting you to join our Gumbo family and do so by signing up to the Knowledge Gumbo newsletter. You can scan the QR code and it'll take you to the link to get you to sign up. We'd love to have you join us every Friday as we share interesting stories and anecdotes about Black women. And if you haven't already, and you're coming here every week to listen, if you're listening after the fact, I can't talk, after the fact, please comment below #replay gang. I appreciate that. And beyond that, if you haven't already, joining our family by subscribing to the channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are notified whenever we go live or whenever we post new content, so that you can continue to participate and be a part of this growing, loving, culturally based family. And for those of you who do get the newsletter, I'll see y'all in the inbox on Friday morning. And for everyone else, let's keep the conversations going. See you next week.
Yeah. Beat drops heavy. Heartbeat steady. Ready.
Check the mirror. See a queen in the reflection. No doubt, full steam, no signs of deflection. Crown on my curls, world in my palm. March to my beat.